Hi there, welcome back. I have a little book haul. I went to, let me make sure I'm in the center here. So this is my center. Hold on. I did a whole video the other day and half of it was on the lower half of the screen. So let's see, that looks good. Let me stand up and see. Yep, okay. Anyhow, I went up to the little book sale that my little dog is named after, the Kirby Church book sale. So happy Sunday. I am filming this on Saturday, but happy Sunday or whatever day you happen to be watching. So, Hubby was home, and so he watched the little darling. She's asleep over in the corner now. She's totally pooped out. I was able to find 10 books. They're actually quite old. I just finished checking online, so no worries right off the bat in case you're new here. And if you're new, welcome. None of these are rare, and they're going to be fun. I got a whole bunch of smallish little books, which I'm really happy about because I always I do love a great big fat book, and but there's something nice about a nice little compact, nice little yummy book. I love this one. This one I might have to keep. I really love this one. It's just, I don't know whether it never had the title on the spine. I certainly don't see it. Or whether at some point it was recovered and that this was put on over top to help save it. When you get inside, you'll see. So, 1886, and this is the Memoirs of Barry Lyndon, Esquire, and A Little Dinner at Timmins. And it's 1886. And if you look carefully, you can even see the cords used to suspend it, to suspend the text block into the book, into the cover. And here's something I love. I guess here's where I wonder whether it was recovered at some point, because the back page is the end paper. They've just glued it right down to the back page. So I suspect, especially no title, no indication of a title. The front doesn't always, on old books, doesn't always have a title on the front of books, but usually on the spine there's something. Anyhow, I love this little one, and this one I may have to keep. So that's cool. Then I got a whole bunch of books from a series of books that I've never heard before. So we'll go through them one by one. These are all Rollo books. Rollo. It's a little character, a little boy named Rollo and his adventures. And it's a series written by author Jacob Abbott. And it's a series that he wrote for children. So I found that interesting. These are really old, 1850s. This one's 1854. I love there's a embossing here, and it says Seward something. It wasn't embossed clearly. Bookseller, Genesee Street, Utica. So that's in New York. So somehow it made its way across the lake. Pretty little illustrations. Isn't that pretty? So these would go back into it. 1854. Pretty cool. All these books were $1 at my little sale. They were very happy to see me. I haven't been there since we got the puppy, and a lot of them were going, "Oh, you're the one! You named your dog after our book sale." Yes, that's me. So that one's pretty. Lots of embossing here. The spine's a little faded, but you know what? We can work with that. And then another Rollo book. This one's very pretty. Isn't that pretty? Rollo books, or Rollo, however you wish to pronounce it. Again, spine quite faded. I would expect it to be quite faded. I cannot make out the complete year here, but from what I've read online, all these books were actually all published in 1855, from what I read. This one I can make out 185. I can't make out the last numbers, but I suspect it's 1855. But I'm going to, for the sake of not trying to pull one over in case I am wrong. I've been wrong before. I put 1850s. This one's pretty as well. Blue, lots of different colors. Look at that spine. Is that beautiful? Part of the Rollo books. And this one's 1867. And again, the ropes. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So these will just make really sweet 1867. Really sweet little journals. You can put some of it back in, some of the pages back in. This one's got some nice little illustrations in it. So I did well this time. I wasn't so lucky last time, but this time a little better. Isn't that pretty? I think it's some children, because this one's got a hoop. You know, when they roll the hoop along the ground and try to keep it upright. And this is one of the Rollo books on work, 1855. Rollo at work. Little pictures here. So again, cute little, just a little journal, but cool because, like, oh my goodness, I can't do the math, but how old is that? I love this one, Modern Business Speller. I just like the cover. Isn't that cool? And it looks like, I'm not sure why it's called the Modern Business Speller. It just looks like a school spelling textbook. I guess maybe all the books have to do with business? No, massacre. No. Pheasant? No. Yeah, not sure why. Pronunciation and meaning of more than 3,000 different words and rules spelled preceded by an or. Oh yeah, I'm not pronouncing that word. And 1901. So I didn't expect it to be that old. It's in quite nice condition. It's got one little stain here, which I will have to work with, but we can. Give me a challenge. I love this one, and it's not that old. First of all, because I love the size, and that it still has the dust cover is amazing. Isn't that pretty? It's just such a pretty cover. Let me move this. Oh, I just love it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Nice size. This is just, I can see Kelly from Book and Paper Arts doing something wonderful with this. She does amazing artwork using black and white photos of old churches. Kelly, you're the first person I thought of when I saw this book, and I thought, Amiens Cathedral. Oh, and she's over there right now. I loved the dedication in here. To my gentle critic, Winifred. Now, there's no There's no date in the book for publication, but on the dust jacket, I did notice that one of the books that it listed here for this series of books, it said 1935 for that book. But then when I did a Google, there's architecture listed with those volumes. When I did a Google search, trying to remember, I think it was Abe Books, said that these books were all published in the 1940s mostly. So I have a ballpark age there of the 1940s. So it's over 80 years old. That's a good age. It's in lovely condition. I think that'll make a very, very pretty journal. It's still got the little, look at the little bookmark in it. It's so cute. Look. How cute is that? So there's that. And then 3 big ones, because you know I can't resist a big book. Now, I like this one. I love a nice plain black cover. I love the spine because it just looks oddly plain again. Miscellaneous Works by Macaulay. And this is from 1880. So it's in very nice condition. 1880. So the Miscellaneous Works by Lord Macaulay. Or would they have pronounced that McCoy? I don't know. And it was edited by his sister, Lady Trevelyan. Wow. So it looks like it's this man wrote articles like this. This is an article that he had contributed to the Edinburgh Review. So I suspect he wrote articles for various things, various publications, and then eventually put all his articles into a series of books. There were 3 of these there. I only grabbed the one. I grabbed the one that was in the best condition, and even this one's sort of kind of sad, but we like a sad book because we make it happy. This one, again, not too old, 1938. I liked the title, Postscript to Adventure. Wouldn't that make a great title for a journal? Postscript to Adventure. And I can find a way around that. I could put a big an old master's painting. There we go. My brain was rifling through all the electrical pathways. An old master's painting. And, you know, I could even put the painting here and then maybe a book plate here. Anyhow, yeah. Love it. So 1938. That's a good age. Oh, some old photos. Lovely. The quintet. I wonder if there's any others. I already went through all these books. Nobody left their life savings tucked in it. One of these days, huh? And then this funny one. One of the gentlemen, Brian, he said, "Oh, you grabbed this. I wondered if you'd be here to get it." He says, "That just came out this morning." So Mr. Punch's History of the Great War. And I thought, what the heck is this? But I love that spine. It's deeply embossed in there. Very, very pretty. It's supposedly a funny book, a play on this character's version of what the history of the world is. There's several of these books. This is the one on Mr. Punch's History of the Great War, but there are other ones. And it's actually, Mr. Punch is the character from those puppets, Punch and Judy. And Mr. Punch is the man. So, and if you look carefully, you'll see that's his face there. So, because at first I thought, oh, I don't want to make a journal out of war, but this is actually meant to be a funny book. And there is, isn't that pretty? Like, that's beautiful. So this book is 1919. Yeah, there, it says it right here. So, illustrations in here. 1919, so I suspect it must be World War I, maybe? I haven't read through. I could be wrong. There's certainly many wars prior to that one, so who knows. But lots and lots of illustrations with it. Those will be fun to play with. Anyhow, so that's it. That's my haul from the books, from my little Kirby Church book sale. Look at all those, so cute. So thanks for joining me today. I'm hoping to get some more work done on Miss Bessie Maud. She's coming along. I'm finding that I may take my time and just luxuriate a bit in her. It's been a long time since I've actually really put a lot of my own decorating into a journal. They usually go almost naked nowadays. I have a little fun here and there. Maybe do one folio out of each signature and, the end papers and that. But I'm really enjoying Little Miss Bessie Maud, so I may hang on to her for a little while, play with her a bit more before I send her off. So there we go. That's it. Where's the pretty one that I like? I went and covered it up. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.